I tried attacking two women, did not work. Maybe we could attack them together.
This is Friends. If you're wondering why that clip was painfully unfunny and a little uncomfortable to watch, it's because the audience's laughter was edited out.
You attacked your ex-wife?
Oh, no. I tried.
It feels almost unnatural. And that's because tracks and sitcoms are inseparable from one another, even though the most recent successful TV show to use one ended in 2019. Why are TV shows with audience reactions still so popular? Why were they created in the first place? And why are so many of them so hard to watch?
I bought you a gift.
Roots.
The tragic history of slavery in America. Fun for the whole family.
In the 1930s, radios had taken over American living rooms, and comedy programs like Amos and Andy had ruled the airwaves. Back then, sound engineers recorded laughter from live in-person comedy routines and then spliced those laughs into the radio shows. This was intended to give listeners the impression of really being in the room with the comedians. The first television show to employ this same tactic was The Hank McCoon Show in 1950.
You're that funny man on television.
At the time, most entertainment found on screen was of the pre-recorded motion picture variety, and this new situational comedic format wasn't an easy transition. Having an audience to laugh alongside helped to ease early viewers into the idea of performances on television. I Love Lucy became the first show to film their episodes in front of a studio audience, and several others were quick to follow. Essentially, Lucille Ball, Jackie Gleason, and the like were playing psychological tricks on viewers, and scientific studies across the decades back up this way of thinking. As it turns out, our emotions tend to be elevated and more easily manipulated when we experience them as a group.
One of the phenomena with laughter is it's contagious. We think it's about jokes and humour, but actually it's a social behaviour. You'll probably start laughing, even if you don't know why they're laughing.
Of course, none of the scientific reasoning really mattered at the time. All the studio executives knew was that having laughs embedded into their TV programs was working. In fact, they would perfect them with a brand new invention. The laugh box, or audience response duplicator, was developed by sound engineer Charles Douglas and first used in 1953 on various TV programs. As a radio show veteran, one issue that Douglas kept running into was the unpredictability of live laughter. Sometimes a joke wouldn't land and the dead air made things uncomfortable. Or other times, a joke might have been too funny and the audience's laughter overpowered subsequent dialogue. The possibilities for error were incalculable, and Douglas wanted to find a way around this. Using audience reactions from the silent Marcel Marceau and Red Skeleton programs, Douglas was able to create what we now understand to be a laugh track. Made with a mysterious mixture of household appliances, organ parts, vacuum tubes, and a whole lot of tape reels, the laugh box could hold up to 320 laughs, gasps, and awes at the same time, each individually triggered by buttons at the top of the machine. The sounds were separated by various age and gender groupings, and pressing several buttons at once made it sound believably like a real live studio audience.
Why don't you push one of the buttons?
The laugh box would be used as a way to control the pace of a show and keep the laughter from being a distraction to viewers at home. It also gave sound engineers more creative freedom to really tailor each laugh in a way they couldn't in the days of the Hank McCoon Show. In the beginning, the laugh box was used to sweeten live audience reactions. But in the 1960s and early 1970s, the laugh box had turned the tides and replaced live audiences almost entirely. The majority of TV sitcoms were being filmed with a single camera setup in front of no one except the cast and crew. Bewitched, The Brady Bunch, Gilligan's Island, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and countless other iconic TV shows from this era all used Douglas's laugh box. And they all have to attribute at least some of their success to that choice.
Correctly done, where it doesn't antagonize the audience by being pushy, a laugh track does help the enjoyment.
Of course, trends in entertainment come and go. Complaints were levied towards Douglas's laugh box that echoed many modern sentiments about laugh tracks. Actors and comedians missed the frenetic energy of a real audience, and some viewers found the canned laughs to be like infuriating instructions on exactly when and how to react. As a contrarian response to the laugh box boom, multi-camera setups became more prominent and audiences started to filter onto TV show sets once again. Throughout the late 1970s and into the 80s and 90s, it became commonplace to see or hear the words,
"Here's this film before a live studio audience,"
at the beginning of every episode of your favorite sitcom. As digital media evolved, Douglas's Laughbox was replaced by early computer editing software. The process of punching up and sweetening audience reactions remained in place. It became the standard for sitcoms, and in many ways, it's still the standard today. One of the most popular sitcoms in recent memory is The Big Bang Theory. Surpassing Cheers as the longest-running multi-camera sitcom, The Big Bang Theory became infamous for its use of a laugh track, even though producer Chuck Lorre insists that the show never used fake laughs.
Why did the chicken cross the Mobius strip? To get to the same side. Bazinga!
As the medium and our TV watching culture has evolved, the technique that was once used to make viewers more comfortable now does the exact opposite. Laugh tracks are abrasive, distracting, and keep us from getting truly lost in what we're watching. In some cases, it even serves to lessen the impact of a joke and leaves us wondering whether the show was funny to begin with. And yet, here we are, still watching. Older laugh track shows are still exceedingly popular thanks to reruns and streaming services. Shows like Seinfeld and Friends have seen a resurgence now that they're widely available online. So it seems that audiences are naturally drawn to shows with laugh tracks. And those decades of aforementioned scientific research make a strong case as to why.
Maybe the people that are watching like to feel that they're not alone, sitting there by themselves. They like to feel that they're not being ridiculous and laughing.
TV producers might not understand this as well as researchers and psychologists do, but they certainly understand ratings, and they understand control. Just like Douglas and his Laughbox, modern editors have control over the flow and impact of jokes when working with laugh tracks. That's a powerful tool that most people aren't willing to give up, and this, combined with simple human psychology, means that laugh tracks likely won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Are you too busy to cook this fall but still want to eat well without spending a fortune? Help your budget out this month by getting Factor instead. Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easy by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to your doorstep. Factor's team of gourmet chefs create each meal using only ingredients with integrity to help you feel your best all day long. Skip the trip to the grocery store and skip the chopping, prepping, and cleaning up too, while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Not only is Factor cheaper than takeout, meals are ready faster than restaurant delivery in just 2 minutes. Factor has over 34 weekly recipes to choose from for whatever your dietary preferences are. The wide variety of options even include smoothies and juices for sensible snacking. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code Nerdstalgic50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. That's factor75.com or click the link below and use code Nerdstalgic50. We'd love to hear what you think about laugh tracks. Let us know down in the comments, and while you're there, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Nerdstalgic for more content like this.